Have you ever heard terms like life insurance, healthcare, a trust, or a will, but never really knew exactly what they were? Well, these things are covered in what's called estate planning, and it's actually a pretty important and kind of cool process to understand. But it can be pretty boring to learn all this stuff on your own, which is why I did all that for you so you can learn everything you need to know about estate planning in a nutshell. Basically, estate plan is the ability for you to create a plan that will manage and take care of all your stuff and money in case you aren't able to anymore. There's obviously more to it than just that, but before we can get all the details, we first need to understand what an estate plan is actually made up of. So, an estate plan is made up of 5 major components, each dealing with different situations but all being equally important to ensure that your valuables are secure and taken care of. These 5 components are a healthcare directive, a durable power of attorney, life insurance, a living trust, and a pour-over will. Now, to make things a little bit more organized, let's separate these 5 into 2 categories that relate to the type of medical conditions that you may be in. The first of these 2 conditions is the slightly less morbid of the 2, which is being under a disability that prevents you from being able to help yourself. Now, when you are considered disabled, there are primarily 2 components that will help you out from estate planning, which are the healthcare directive and the durable power of attorney. You can probably make a decent guess at what each of these do, but just in case you aren't a good guesser, let's say you have no clue what either of these do. Essentially, a healthcare directive allows you to choose someone to have the permission to take care of you while you're in this disabled state, and a durable power of attorney is kind of similar to a healthcare directive, but the main difference being that you choose someone to take care of your money while you're disabled. Now at this point you may be wondering, hold on, wait a second, I can't just allow someone I trust to help me without an estate plan? Well, that's kind of dumb, isn't it? Well, yes and no. You see, as it stands, the law is set up in a way where your private information is kept so well safe that no one is able to steal anything from you, but this comes at a cost, and that being that you're the only person able to access it. This is the reason why you have to make an estate plan, because if you aren't able to access your information anymore, someone else can do so for you using an estate plan, which is why it's so important to have one in the first place. Now keep in mind, estate plans aren't only good for disabilities, but will also cover you if you were unfortunately kicking the bucket. In the event that your walk of life ends, there are 2 main components that will help you take care of yourself and your loved ones. The first of these 2 is life insurance, and it actually works in a very similar way to how car insurance does. You continuously pay an amount of money to cover you for when a rainy day happens, so that if something does happen, your friends and family don't have to worry about the money later down the line. And the other component relating primarily to death is your pour-over will, and it's interesting how it functions because it allows you to say who's getting your smaller scale belongings like your furniture and clothing, and if you happen to have kids, allows you to give someone the ability to be their guardian angel in case no one else is able to. Now at this point you may have noticed that I've only mentioned 4 out of the 5 parts of an estate plan, and if you did so, then you got a keen eye. But hey, don't worry if you'd missed it. Not everyone sees things for the first time, so maybe go back and see if you can find it. But before you go, I would like to first off thank you so much for watching through this entire video and for being so awesome. Also, I wanted to give you a surprise, which is, drumroll please, you guessed it, part 2 of estate planning in a nutshell. Now in that part, I'm going to show you just what that final component is and show you how bad things can get if you don't have an estate plan. And trust me, you don't want to miss out on that because I'll just show you how crazy things can get without one. But if you feel like you're all ready to make an estate plan now, then go ahead and contact us at Amity Law Group. We'll definitely make sure your stuff is secure and taken care of. So go ahead and click on the annotations on the screen or the links in the description below, and while you're at it, give this video a like and share it around so that more people can learn all they need to know about estate planning in a nutshell. And with all that said, I hope to see you in the future and in part 2 of estate planning in a nutshell. Thank you very much, and I'll see you then.